It's amazing that when you have credentials in one area, you can transfer those skills to a brand new field of expertise because certain knowledge is just that widely applicable. Life lessons from a YouTuber with little to no life experience, I know. But then when a trio of drum and bass artists starts making the shift over to hip-hop, what do? Well, you welcome them with open arms, but keep an eye on them. This might just be crazy enough to work. Two rhythm-driven genres where production is constantly progressing and finding new places to play games of hide-and-go-seek. I expect interesting things, Ivy Lab. When I started up this album, all I could hear was the tinkering of what sounded like spoons being dropped in the sink after making a cup of tea, accompanied by a woman speaking to me in a hushed yet assertive manner. It was then that I'd almost thought I'd been transported magically into an ASMR video. I mean, it may as well have been, if not for these moments of awkwardly seductive narration being interluded by the introduction of a skippy drum rhythm and a faint, rather creepy string melody, as if to warn me that where I am heading on this musical journey is going to be very scary. However, it's not. It's actually a fun series of laboratory experiments with sound and rhythm, as track 2 bounces around with the sounds of bubbles popping and squelching. In fact, there was enough bubble and squeak on this track to make me weirdly hungry for shredded cabbage. What I like about Ivy Lab's weird little album here is that it never seems to overdo its sonic palette or get too dense. You're just hearing what you need to in order to get an intriguing track. The bare essentials, I might say. Unfortunately, that relates closely to what I wish it did more of, be more than just playful random specs on a chalkboard. At the end of the day, they're just forward-thinking hip-hop beats that are also being done a huge favor by their inspirations in electronic and specifically drum and bass music by giving those genres a nice piggyback. Ozbo definitely sounds like a drum and bass cut with all the paint stripped away, leaving a metallic and spare husk. Ozbo also sounds like me trying to say the name of the band that released my favorite album last year while having a stroke. Tracks 8 to 10, including the title track, are the best in my opinion, finding the grooves in strange places like a lost coin you've found in the crevices of your couch. I mean, I reckon this is a decent and wiggly 7 out of 10. Maybe if you're looking for more cohesive songs, then this is going to be a bit of a scant time. But for those who just want to hear some cool production flexes, this is how it be. This is how it be when it's at a crest of creativity. Sort of like the Nighttime's answer to Cerulean by Baths. A series of science experiments to see how sound and rhythm can be played around with, except you don't need safety glasses, just a decent pair of headphones and a fun personality, of which I have neither and still like the album anyways. So hopefully you're likely to get some good vibes from this selection of nerdy vignettes. I like using the word vignette. Sounds like the name of a painter's guinea pig.